green, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look down, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdog, we live as far. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Shoes, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young, getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. Time to gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story. Their life's up, so what you want? Every day I struggle with it. Only God could tell me slipping. I'm infinitely big through the genesis. Dead presidents, drop a gem on them. On earth, these the last days. Throw your get money, quiet storm, have it thoughts. For the cream, renegade. For the money, only green is the green. I'm a player on the late night tip. So these to the prototypes. Fingertips, reservoir dog to the skull. Ignorant. Can I live? Still filming, kiss to death, for protecting that. Realize I'm getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I'm gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. Right now I'm on the edge, so don't push me. Troublesome since 96. You were shook with Reeves and all the ledge. I'm your. What's that? I smell. Let me count my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, run. Hi, my name is Dirk Cobain. Like a here I go to the next episode. Ain't no damn this explosive Beast Coast. The mother ride or die for my strictly for my survival of the fittest. That's the sound of the police. I'm indeed cover skirt, lean back. Give me one more chance. They say Jesus walks and the devil wear Prada, but I'm so deaf. God can't tell me nothing. Right this on my death certificate. I gave you.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Houston. Boston Scott, 98 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is the offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Detroit! Gone!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 4-6 defense, they were daring him to run the football. They ran it. A little football 101. Take us through what the 4-6 defense is, Charles.
So what you're trying to do with your big defensive front is cover the interior offensive lineman, the center, and the 2 guards, and make it difficult if you even want to think about running the ball inside. If you can control them, that allows the linebackers and the safeties to run free and get to the ball carriers. And that play worked really well. No gain.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Boston Scott, his first carry, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw on second is Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And an alley to run. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Watson, off play action. Out to his left. The guilty party chants Warmack, the guard out of Alabama. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete here.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And James has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. complete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll set up to throw. But he's got it to Hearns. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 36 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They get it to him running left. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Forbath will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And now out comes Houston. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's too...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. To throw is Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Murray. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back up, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The former 1st-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Vinny Curry, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this 2nd half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
We'll see if they do just that.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll run him now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part went to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Murray. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 50, it's Watson. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson operating from the gun. James has got it. Complete. A good pickup there at 22.
I feel for some of these guys nowadays because it is so tough to be able to run with these tight ends. Their speed, their elusiveness, especially when they run across the field. Because you're not just running with him, you're trying to run through some traffic as well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. He will push his way down to about the 14. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Back to throw, Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Forbath to add the extra point. Forbath, the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Coleman has it here right side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Reset. Check nickel. Check. 15's the mic. I got 15.
Watson now, off the bootleg, on the move to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to QT. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Watson now on second down. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now it looks like he'll throw here. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Tampa Bay, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Houston, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.